So then I again compare the A. If A is greater than C, A is greater than C, no. A is 0.25, C is 0.5, no. Doesn't come into the concordance set, and it will definitely not build up or have any contribution to concordance index. I think it is clear. Second, now this is for criteria hit. Okay, so this one hit. Again, I am asking whether A is greater than B, A 0.5 greater than B 0. Sorry, A is 0.75 for hit. So A 0.75 greater than B, which is 0.5. Yes. So yes, member of concordance matrix or concordance set. I'd rather say it as set. Yes, and the weightage of the criteria for which A becomes greater than B starts to constitute the concordance index. So become a member of concordance index 0.3. Right? Why 0.3? Because weightage of head I have assigned as 0.3. Clear? Okay, so the next one. Next one is B greater than A for head. B greater than A. Sorry, B greater than A. No, B is 0.5, A is 0.75. How can it be greater than A? So no membership to concordance index. 0. B greater than C for head. B greater than C. B greater than C. B is 0.5. C is 0.25. So yes, weightage comes into the concordance index. Then C greater than B. No. C greater than B for head. C is 0.25 and B is 0.5. No outranking. So no. 0. Similarly, C greater than A is no, 0. But however, A is greater than C. For head, A is 0.75, C is 0.25. So A is indeed greater than C. So yes, weightage comes into place. So this is gone for head. Similarly, for financial liability also, the same thing we have done. When it is yes, then the weightage of the criteria gets is included into the concordance index. Okay, so similar manner, all the alternative is compared with all the other alternatives, and the results are shown here. Okay, so uh, so now this is the ultimately concordance index. Okay, so whenever an alternative is greater than another alternative with respect to a criteria, the weightage of that criteria gets included into concordance index. So accordingly, you see for flow, the comparison A greater than B doesn't stand, is not valid for flow, but valid for head and financial liability. So that is why the weightage of criteria of flow is 0.5, but I have written 0 because it doesn't have or the present comparison is invalid for flow criteria. I will not say invalid, but A doesn't outrank or is not greater than B for flow. But for head, yes, A is greater than B. For financial liability, yes, A is greater than B. So the weightage of the corresponding criteria is comes into the concordance index to constitute the concordance index. Okay, and so how it is done? So in the concordance index, the value becomes B plus C plus D. So B plus C plus D. So B plus C plus D is B is 0, C is 0.3, D is 0.2. So ultimate result is 0.5. Remember, the notation of concordance index is small c, and the concordance set is uh, big C or large C. So that is written here, and concordance index is here. So in similar manner, for C, the B greater than A question, for flow it is true. So the criteria of flow has come into play. And for the other two criteria, it is not true. So 0, 0. So the result becomes 0.5. Okay. So in this way, for each of the component between the each of the alternative, they get a concordance index. Okay. So how they get it? The weightage of the criteria for which it outranks or it is greater than the other alternatives get included into the concordance index. Okay, so this much you must remember. Now next, let us see what. Next is we have done for concordance index for or rather I will not say concordance index, because concordance index is something different than concordance matrix. Yes, for concordance matrix they are included everything, and here also discordance matrix flow, this is for flow, and we have for head and also financial liability. So for flow, you just see here one catch is there. In the previous version, that means for concordance matrix of flow, head, or financial liability, right? This one. So we are questioning whether A is greater than B, whether your alternative is more than other alternative. One by one, they are asking. Okay, so if it is no, it doesn't get the membership of concordance set, and it doesn't get the weightage of the criteria doesn't get the or get included into the value of the concordance index. So let us see, this is right. So this is for flow discordance matrix. You see in the concordance matrix we are asking if A is greater than B, but in case of discordance matrix they are doing the opposite. So what they are asking whether A is less than B. So for flow, it is yes, right? For A and B, for discordance matrix, yes. Difference between the location 0.5 and maximum difference of the criteria. So here there is a catch for discordance matrix. If A, now first thing is that in concordance matrix we ask whether A is greater than B or not. But here we ask whether A is less than B or not, because this discordance matrix is actually vetoing the matrix such that the values of the matrix doesn't get exaggerated. Okay, so that is why they always do this practice. Now you see for A less than B, this is yes, because A is 0.25 and B is 0.75. So the question is A is less than B, A is less than B, A is 0.25, far less than 0.75. So yes, into the discordance matrix, yes. Now difference between the locations is also required. Actually, difference between the locations means as A is less than B, it is true. So the value of A is deducted from the value of B, and the absolute value of that is taken, is noted, and then the maximum difference between the three alternatives for a single criteria